Good morning, everyone. This is Ruffians. We are playing some more Pokémon Odyssey. I am really excited to continue this ROM hack. And to start off with, we've got our Pokemon named now. So I went through and was doing some looking at it. So we've got Minna, the Minoon. This was listed as her favorite. We have Gore-Tex. They asked for an electric type. Cynical asked for a grass type. Markman asked for a fighting type. Crucible asked for Crobat, so we're right on there. Big Fella is the only one that I didn't have on this list. And I really wanted to use this new Dunsparce. So I looked this up. It's a normal dragon type. It has buffed stats. This is not a good nature. And Serene Grace, which Serene Grace plus Headbutt with a normal stab feels really good for early game. So we'll get, Big Fella wants a ground type or a Snorlax. And so we're gonna eventually get Big Fella something more that they're to their preference, but for now they're going to be our Dunsparce. This also does have the Dunsparce evolution. Okay, with that, I think my goal for now is just gonna be, ooh, can we go in here now? I'm easily distracted. This is gonna be the entire game. It said it's exploration based. We're going to be exploring. Need some data regarding the Pokemon on the archipelago. That's right, you need to collect data on 40 different species. Yes, please. Captured. So we need to capture 40 species to get an EV editor. How am I going to study these Etrian variants if I don't even know how they are? Huh? Who are you? I'm Nyx, an explorer from the Guild of Talrega. Oh, an explorer, I see. Wait, this means... Oh, that's an adventure codex. This is truly my lucky day. My apologies, where are my manners? My name's Saya. Nice to meet you. I'm doing some research on those Etrian variants. You interested in helping me? Of course you'll be compensated. Sure, I don't see why I wouldn't. Thanks a bunch, you're a lifesaver. So I hear there's a Gulpin variant on the island of Fibernia. Could you be so kind as to show me an example? Okay. So we've got 2 side quests here. I actually want to take a look at this now. Oh, there's actually just a quest menu. So, shop level 2. Oh, wow. Find a Gulpin. Capture 40 Pokemon. Find a Shroomish. Trade Miltank to the boy in Talrega Farm. Okay. That's a lot. Like, like right off the bat. That's pretty cool. And I'm glad that they're showing us all this. The Krabby Club, okay. Oh my. I heard there's a Sneasel colony on the island of Arundel. Never seen one. I'm kind of in a desperate position. There's a lot of berries waiting for has yet to arrive. I need them ASAP for my sister's wedding cake. Could you pick some berries? 10 Oran, 5 Pecha, and 5 Chesto. They said I could find Yanma in Varley Woods, but I haven't seen a single one. There's always something to do. Hey, you there. You're Nyx from Fibernia. Little prodigy everyone's been yapping about? Do I know you? Name's Teo, Slayer of Amateurs, unstoppable boar of the forest. I make it my hobby to send cocky little adventurers crying back to their villages. You're next on the list. If it's a fight you want, you'll get one. Well, I didn't expect you to actually take the bait. Let's fight in Fibernia Woods. Just don't cry when the trees witness your humiliation instead. Pretty sure we don't want to fight that guy yet. My bad, I was talking to myself. I found a small entrance into the sandy caves of the second stratum. There was an old amber, but the second I got close, a Pokemon attacked me and I ran away. Cool. Damn it, I counted wrong. I knew I needed more. Ooh, me? I was preparing a love potion to make my crush fall in love with me. I need more ingredients, though. 4 red flowers and 4 yellow flowers. Yes? Okay. So, I want to check one thing real quick here. Okay, so we actually need to... So we need to actually say yes to these requests to get them to show up on the menu. Even if we don't have the ability to finish them yet. I think... Is this a... Nope. Hibernia. Wait, there's another guy over here. Oh no. This is crazy. They just give me all this right off the bat. That's the Seaside Grotto that we already went into a little bit. There are more things we can get here, but I don't think we need them right now. I want to keep progressing the story. So before I get too distracted, we're gonna head back to Hibernia. There's enough to do here, I feel like, without us opening every other door before we continue. Also, I don't want to overlevel too much. All right, here we go. Time to find them. Wait, Weissel didn't even tell us their names. Yeah, but at least he gave us a description. Target spotted. Green hair, average height, glasses, engaged conversation. We sure that's him? Do you see anyone else that looks like him? No, thought so. I'll go talk to him. Excuse me, mister. We're looking for the Pokemon professor from the Linne region, and... Mister, I'll never get used to that. You found him. I'm Rennick, Pokemon professor from Linne. How can I help you? Oh, hey, we've been looking for you. We're explorers from Talrega's guild. Our boss sent us to escort you there. I'd love to come with you, but something's come up. A thief stole my assistant's purse. Needless to say, she took off after him. You help me find her? She's got bright orange hair, blue eyes, and you'll hear her from miles away. You can't miss her. Okay. Sigh. I just hope she hasn't gotten into trouble. So we know there's some goons that have been hanging out up in the promontory, which is probably where this is. I guess let's just keep going, yeah. Abandoned lab. You wretched thief, give me back my purse right now! What the? Ow, my poor ears! Analysis complete. Probability that the screen belonged to our target, 99.99%. Recalculate probability. No, I'm pretty sure this is the place. Keep your eyes open. Okay. I do want to check one thing before we continue, which is... Okay, we've got 2 repels and 14 Pokeballs. That seems reasonable. Abandoned lab. I'm assuming that we're gonna have some stuff here. Oh my. So I just pulled up the list and there's like half a dozen things already that I want. I think we're actually gonna lead with Cynical to start with. Because it looks like there are a lot of electric types here. And actually, it looks like if we're going right into a doubles battle, which is what the trainer battles are, then I want to have my starters. And of course, then I get into a battle. Hisuian Voltorb! I absolutely love this Pokemon, and I am probably going to end up using it down the road. Minna is not who we want out right now, but it should be okay. Nice. So this is the Hisuian version of Voltorb, which is Grass Electric type. It gives it a lot of coverage and defenses that Electric needs. I'm gonna wait and see when, because we're not gonna use it quite yet. There's another Medica. Let's go ahead and take this guy, or try our first trainer battle, our first real trainer battle. Beef Bob sent out Rattata and Ekans. Intimidate is fine. So I think we do the same thing we did last time. I feel like this is a good starting point for these characters. Charge. Trailblaze is not going to hit for super effective. It's going to boost speed, but then this Thunder Wave is going to cut speed. Etheric Boom. Okay, so Ekans is our first Aether type. This is one of the things I don't think I really talked about yet, which is this game has an alternate final type instead of Fairy. It works a little different. I think we should still be good to nuke it with Thundershock here. So it's Aether Poison. Aether is strong against, or is, weak to Poison and Dark. But it is strong against Fire, Ground, Water, and Flying. So the four, cardinal elements. Which I think is a neat thing. Okay, so Minna's defense got dropped. I think we just go for the same thing. The options are either having both of them do a Thundershock, or having one of them do a really powerful Thundershock. And Vortex is weaker as an attacker. So I've already gotten the main thing I want out of here. We'll stay on just in case we get there's I mean, we could get a Pikachu here. That'd be awesome. I am also very excited. This does have a Pikachu available. And one of the things I'm excited about is they gave Pikachu a third evolution, which in a weird way, I always wanted it to have a third evolution. I feel like the way that Pikachu is set up by default, I don't think we're gonna need helping hand on this. Yeah, Mankey's special defense is not great. That'll get it started. And then I think as long as we kill it this turn, we're good. But yeah, so Pikachu has a Fighting Electric third evolution, which fits in with it getting certain like physical attacks and especially fighting type moves in a way that I feel like makes sense. Because there's always been this weird, I can't remember all of the moves it gets, but I feel like there's always been this kind of weird gap between what it learns and what it feels like it should learn, because it learns some physical moves as a Raichu that I'm like, why would you teach it all of these things? It doesn't get good physical attacks. I don't have any antidotes. Whoops. Let's go Cynical Big Fella. Another Voltorb. That doesn't actually... It is one of the most common, I guess. I am going to go out and get antidotes in a little bit here, but for the time being, I'm just gonna switch somebody else in. Trailblaze should do not very effective against a steel type. As long as we don't crit, we'll be good. Just to be clear, during the last video, I said I wasn't going to spend a lot of time catching Pokemon in the videos. By that I meant I'm not going to go out of my way to full clear every area. Like, my instinct while playing Pokemon tends to be to just, like, okay, I have a list of what all is available. I am going to go until I get the rare 6% drop in every area. I am probably going to be doing that after this video, with one in particular. And that's because we've got that quest now for Gulpin. And if we can get a rare Pokemon and complete a quest, that feels like it's worth it, especially since we're theoretically going to be moving on from Vibernia back down, or possibly heading into the Labyrinth after this. I guess I don't know yet. Hey, there's a Gulpin. I think we do the same thing. Seeing a slight problem here with Big Fella's prowess, which is moves that cause flinch are a lot better when you go first. So yeah, before we leave Fibernia, I am probably going to be clearing a few of the areas here, just making sure we have our full decks. That'll give us more options. It'll let more people be involved. Oh. Phew, did I lose her? There you are, you thief! Cowardly scoundrel, your reign of terror ends here! Jeez. Orange hair, blue eyes, vocal output that exceeds standard human decibel levels. That wasn't hard. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, that's actually potentially a problem. Was not thinking about that. Let's tail whip. Since they just lowered our attack, I'm lowering their defenses. And they're raising their defenses. I think we may actually be able to catch Grimer in a loop here. I'm going to do another Leer. Grimer's defense is going to drop again. Did not. Okay. I was kind of hoping sometimes enemy AI, when they get under a stat, they will try and boost up until they get to a certain point. Unfortunately, Big Fella is not very fast. But that means we're going to take one hit from Ekans here. Quick attack's better than tackle. Wait, what? Okay. This has full-on just Gore-Tex learn to heal because of the way that double battles work and the way that it is mimicking Etrian Odyssey. Okay, we've got two. We have two poisoned Pokemon now. I do feel like that means that we should probably bail and go heal quick. We'll toss a Repel. They don't sell. They don't sell antidotes. Good to know. Like, we still have several Pokemon I want to catch here, but I don't want to accidentally get caught up when we're progressing the story. Okay, I think we switch. I don't know what types these are going to be. Crucible's almost caught up. Let's just go. We'll go with our starters. We'll go with our starters to start with. That makes sense. Someone up ahead, do you want to proceed? Boss, they're here. Those brats I told you about. What do we have here? Move it, you blubbering fool. Come on, you munchkins. Out with it before I make you scrub the deck. Wait, hold on. This is a misunderstanding. We're looking for a girl with orange hair? We saw her in your lair, and you don't get it, do you? I stomp on over wee barnacles like you every day. You be in the presence of Brody, and you shan't be. I just realized what accent we're going for here, and it was not the one I was thinking it was. Query restarted. Input required. Location of the noisy female subject. Answer appreciated. How do you even talk? You sound like a computer to be scrapped. Computer to be scrapped? Uh-oh. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? Looking up insults. Search completed. Did you wax your head? It's so shiny I could use it as a mirror. Your Pokemon is so fat it rolls instead of walking. How much for a shampoo? Can you predict my future with that crystal ball? Did you know you could replace the lights in a lighthouse? How dare you mock me, you scurvy whelp! I'll be teaching you a lesson you won't soon forget. Okay, Gore-Tex and Minna. You know what? I think we just see if we can nuke Venonat right off the bat. That was the wrong decision. Charge is going to give us a special defense boost, which will help against Venonat's acid. Vortex used heal. I think it's more important that I take this guy down to make it so only one attack goes through. Razor Leaf, yes, please. You know what? This might seem weird. I'm actually gonna ditch Quick Attack here because Rattata is already very fast. We shouldn't need the priority when we're already going first, and we, especially with things like Thunderwave and Trailblaze, to help make us go first. Markman just cruising here. Sludge. Sludge is a special move, so that's fine. Except for the part where, yeah. Ooh. That is a problem. I think Minna might be down. Good use of fake out there. We will probably do the same thing back. Okay. So we're gonna send out Markman. Markman hasn't really gotten a chance to shine yet. Cannot use it on themselves? Cannot use it on themselves. Okay, we're going to Thunder Wave the Grimer. Fake out the Sneasel. It has Inner Focus. Whoops. Priority Ice Shard. Okay, these enemies actually have some really tough setups here. Let's go Big Fella. This is actually not great because Big Fella is Dragon type. But I'm hoping that did almost nothing. Oh my. Let's roll out. I'm just gonna have to hope that Ice Shard isn't enough. Unfortunately, I don't think it could take 2 of those hits. That is not what I was trying to do. We got very lucky there. Roll out turn 2. Hopefully that'll be enough. Not quite. I was mashing A too much and didn't realize where I was at. Let's just headbutt here. Oh. Crucible can finish, or Cynical can finish it off. And actually, I wasn't, oh god. Okay. I don't, so this is a gen, or an early gen thing. In the later games, when you use a move, or when a Pokemon is knocked out, your next one doesn't come in until later. Until the end of the round. So this is definitely not what I was expecting. We might be in trouble. There we go. We are using like triple RNG here. Ugh. Seriously? Okay. Our first whiteout. This is a hard game. Which we knew that. Like, I put it on hard mode for a reason. I want it to be hard. But that actually gives me, now that I know what I'm up against, I can think about things like, hey, maybe if we're fighting an ice type, we don't bring in 3 things that are weak to ice, including one that's also weak to poison. Yeah. Or at least we don't lead with that. You know what? I think I'm going to take a short break here to rebuild my team. In the process, I'm going to do a little bit of catching just because I need to, we'll probably need to level some things as well. But I have some thoughts and I want to finish this fight during this video. So I will be right back. Okay, time for take 2. There is one of the Pokemon we caught that caught my eye. That is Magnemite. So, as a Steel type, this guy is going to ignore the poison attacks and is unable to get poisoned. Now, I think there is a pretty good chance that they may have. I wouldn't be surprised if either the Sneasel has a fighting move, or if Grimer has a ground move. But I feel like in general, this is going to give me some better protection against things like sludge and acid. Then the other thing is Steel should, I think Steel still resists dark in this. So we're going to start with Magnemite, Dunsparce. My goal is to do as much as we can with Dunsparce before we get to the Sneasel. And that way, when we get to the Sneasel, we've got other options that we can switch in. The other thing that I'm looking at here is that Sneasel is actually a poison ice type in this, not dark. Doesn't matter that much, but knowing that it's another poison type may give me some flexibility here. That's where I'm at. We're going to give it a shot. Okay. Grimer Venonat. I think I want to focus down this Grimer first. And I think I want to yawn on Venonat. Confusion. Okay. We're baiting new moves. Definitely not weak to dark, or strong against dark. That's not great. We have something that can take that dark hit. I think Markman should be good here. That was not great. I was not thinking that was going to be there too. Grimer flinched, Venonat's asleep. So we can fake out Headbutt. It's not going to get a chance to move. That brings us to Sneasel, which I don't love. So what I think I'm going to do here is Izuna. Okay, I don't know what type that was, but that's the only attack coming this turn. So this is actually probably a good turn to bring... I was gonna say Minna. Yeah. Let's bring Minna in. Banette's asleep. Big fella's using Yawn. Okay. We are going to quick attack on the Sneasel, which will hopefully drop the Sneasel, so that's gonna cause Big Fella to shift their now 3 charged attack over to Venonat. Recharged rollout against a bug type. There we go. Just need to be a little bit more strategic instead of just trying to barrel through it. Which in general is going to, I think, be the lesson for this hack. Is slow down, use status effects, use things like status moves, weather down the road, stuff like that, and actually use it to our advantage. How the heck am I supposed to know? We're looking for her too. Couldn't you just say so? Gyarados, strike through! Run away, mateys, quick! Please, I will not steal anymore, I promise, leave me be! Ha ha ha! No evildoer can escape the mighty me! Annette! Tremble, villains! For a new heroine has risen from the shadows! Ha 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 ha! New lad, who might you be? Hi, I guess you... Professor Rennick requires your presence at the port. You are behind schedule. Suggested action, run. Oh dear, you're right. I gotta hurry. Thanks for the heads up. So, back to Telrega then? Back to Telrega. Mission accomplished. Naval exploration unlocked. Oh god. Battle House unlocked. You can now train your Pokemon and earn money in Telrega. Cool. You've completed the quest. Do you want to leave? Yes. I was literally just about ready to say, unfortunately, we have to walk out. Okay, so I will briefly stop over here. To show off that we did end up, so in order to get those levels on Croatan, our Magnemite, I did end up catching some more Pokemon. And by some more Pokemon, I mean, that's what, 9? Including 2 more of the Etrian forms. So I wanted to make sure we take a moment to show off the Etrian forms because they're cool. This is the Spearow in particular, Voltabsorb, electric flying. We've seen this somewhere before. But it's on a Spearow this time. Honestly, Gulpin was as a water poison feels like it could be pretty solid. And Filter, weaken super effective attacks. It's a really good ability for a bulky water type with the ability to poison things. So we might be looking at those later. Actually, you know what? I keep saying one more thing. We're gonna actually do one more thing. That's not what I was trying to do. So Gulpin is the rare Pokemon that she wanted here. Did you find the Gulpin? There it is. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? This RGB color scheme it's typing, its filter ability, it's perfect. Are you there? Whoopsie, my bad. I promised to compensate you. Oh, your party is full. Come back when you have enough room. Oh, we're getting a Pokemon from her. Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle? Kanto starter. Okay. Let me check quick. So it doesn't look like we have any specific requests for these starters, which surprises me a little bit. But I am gonna go ahead and grab Charmander. So my thought here is we already have a couple grass types. So we've got access to those. Water types, we've got a forthcoming Gyarados as well as the fishing pole. So we're probably going to be getting plenty of water types. There's usually not a shortage. I'm gonna go with Charmander as our fire type. Because usually it's a little while before you get a good fire type. And Charmander is a good fire type. I need Corsola for the next task. At the Aqua Resort. Okay, cool. And that is where we're gonna wrap up. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.